Hello and welcome to my Geoguessr Daily Challenge. You're stuck with just me today, because Riley's at home, hopefully finally catching up on the sleep after the show. I don't know if he actually will. He's worse than me at sleeping, that guy. And Wendy is upstairs with a bit of a headache. Okay. It was a big night. Mum and Riley and Riley's parents and Riley's grandma, who's visiting from Sydney. I think Sydney? Yeah, it is Sydney. I've been to her house. Were all going to come to my trivia that I host on Tuesday nights. But Grandma felt a little bit sick and they had to take her to hospital. She's doing fine, but she's just in there and they're looking after her overnight, you know? As hospitals do. So Riley managed to pop in at the end, but it was just Mum and Dad. But they had a good time at trivia, and it was a really good night for trivia. Had some really fun teams. Everyone had a good time. There was a good long question too. I don't think I've described how my trivia works. We probably have occasionally. I think Mum calls it the long question. The trivia actually calls it the ponderous puzzle. We're somewhere in Asia, by the way, for this. I'm going to try and play some proper Geoguessr because it's just me. See what we can do. I think those are Malaysian flags. Yeah, they are. So we're somewhere in Malaysia. There's a question called the ponderous puzzle where there's 8 rounds in the game, and after each round, they give you a clue to the ponderous puzzle. And the clues get easier as they go, and the last 2 weeks have had awful answers to the ponderous puzzle. Normally it's something really obvious, but they give you very difficult clues. But the last 2 have been quite obscure answers, still with difficult clues. 2 weeks ago was a guy called Kane Williamson, I think that was it, who was a New Zealand cricketer. And the week after that was Crazy Frog, as in that weird frog that did song covers for a while. And there's a lot of old people in this trivia, and they have no idea what Crazy Frog is. Today's was the country of Poland, so much easier. So people were happy about that. They were getting a bit annoyed at not getting the ponderous. There's a Middle Eastern flag there. I don't know which one, but something. Oh yeah, that's it, mate. But it was a good trivia. I had a good time. We love UDT. Taman University 3. Taman. Is Taman a place? Was it Malaysia where the guy told me? Okay, yes. There's black on the poles. I think black on the poles meant mainland. Even though, I mean, I suppose you'd consider this mainland because it's connected to the bigger body of land. And it's where the capital is. But I think I'm going to go here. But I think it was Sol K who definitely did tell me something about black on poles in Malaysia. So I'm going to go here. We'll see how we go. It was that island. My score wasn't perfect, but at least we got the right island. Oh, wow. Taman University's huge. It's a whole district. Okay, probably America. I think our best bet in this round is going to be zoomies down the road. Hopefully find a road number. And sometimes these more rural states down south, which is where I think it is, have road numbers with really good clues on them. What else was I going to talk about? Yeah, I'm bouncing back from the show very well, even though it was really big. Like, we had a huge night out after the final show on Saturday. Big night out. Had a few drinks, walked home from the club. It was very fun, but it was a good night. And then breakfast in the morning where it was unbelievably windy, like so windy. A menu from the table got whipped up by the wind and slapped into one of my friend's faces. Mike's sandblasting painting, acreage for sale. I mean, they're definitely using English, so does confirm my America theories. Highway 2. That's such a little road sign for such a big road as it to be called a Highway 2. What did I do on Sunday? I played D&D and then slept. Just a lot of sleeping, catching up. But it's nice the show's over, but it's also sad. Like, I really like doing it. I wish we had a longer season, but I've been saying this to almost everyone, and I feel like I'm complaining about it too much, but the venue we do the show at is a beautifully nice venue. but it is quite expensive. So we can only ever really afford to do like one weekend of shows, because if you want to keep your stuff in there till the next weekend, you have to pay for the days in between when you're not doing it. Like, you're not doing a Monday, Tuesday show, but you've got to pay for your stuff to be there. And then, if you take everything out, you've got to pay for it all to get... It's just a pain. So we would like to do more shows, definitely. And the show was, I think, successful enough. We could have got away with more shows. Especially with word of mouth. For a show that... Because our show was called In-Flight Entertainment. It's just a... It was written by Riley. It's completely original. I mean, the songs aren't original, they're covers, but story-wise, it's original, and the composition, the order of the songs. So it's untested. We did Grease there last year, and Grease is a big, hugely popular musical. So we filled out their much bigger theatre. TWP Road didn't help much. Oh, hello. Can I get lucky? I'm going to need to get very lucky to see a state here. It's going to dump us down there. I think I'll put us in Oklahoma. This is going to really screw us this round. Nah. Maybe I should have looked for trucks more than signs. It wasn't even America. It was freaking Alberta, Canada. That feels so much further north than I would have expected. It did not look that north. At all. Maybe with Wendy, she would have pointed out some trees. I should really look at the trees and try and learn them. But yeah, so like when you put on a show like Grease, it's so popular that people book months in advance just because they're like, oh, I love Grease. I love Sandra Dee. I love Grease Lightning. I love all the songs. But a show like us is not only unproven, people don't know if it's a good show, but they don't even know if they like the style of show. So we normally do well when we do longer seasons, which we have done in other venues, where people will go, they'll come on the Friday night, or the Thursday night when we've occasionally done those, I think we have, and they'll see it, and then they'll go back and message their friends and go, oh, so it's a great show, I want to see it again. Let's go Saturday, or you should go Saturday, make sure you make it. But when you do all the shows over 2 nights, you can't get away with that. The word of mouth doesn't have time to spread. No one has time to change their schedules. We're in Russia, probably somewhere. Oh, maybe Ukraine. Let's have a look at the car. Oh, it's red. So we're in Ukraine. That's nice. I wonder if we're just in Kiev. We probably could be. Does Kiev have tram lines? Yeah, it does. Okay, let's have a look. But now the show's over, I don't have much else to do. Work will pick up again eventually, but this is how my life goes. Lots of stuff, not very much stuff. I want to try and do a bit more streaming because I've been very lax on that. Someone sent me a video on Discord, I think it was Dale. And it was a song. And the end of the song, I don't remember exactly what the words were, but it sounded like the guy said, when our Snickley goes live or something. It sounded like the song referenced me. Which obviously it doesn't, because no one's writing songs about me. But I don't know if he edited it. Dale has edited pictures in the past, so he might have edited a song. Or it's just some song with maybe there's a word in another language that sounds like arsenically. But it sounded just like arsenically. I gotta, I'll play it. Let me open this. Oh god, it's gonna start taking over the screen when I open Discord. I'll play the song. Well, I won't play the whole song. I'll play just the little bit that sounded like my name. Oh, Milka brand chocolate. I've had that. It's nice. I think we're just going to go with Kiev. Locking it in. Oh. It was frickin'... Where was it? Kharkiv. Ukraine seems to have a lot of very big cities. Like, very big. Because it's so very rarely Kiev. I actually can't remember it ever being Kiev. We've got the holy poles with the little A-frames. I don't know exactly what that means, but it means Poland, Romania, Hungary. And we might be able to get away with just looking at something like this. Slaskia. Oh, it's PL. Poland. That was the answer to the quiz tonight, as I said. The thing with the question being, the answer being Poland, so many people were guessing a lot of countries around Europe, but just Poland wasn't coming to mind. I was getting a lot of Italy's, I got some Czech Republics. Surprising amount of islands. Ireland's. But I think poor Poland just was slipping people's minds. So, but I gave, with a few hints, people got it, which is... We'd like to give hints to the ponderous puzzle, because it feels really bad if someone gets it on round 2, and you're still guessing just random European countries on round 7. Like, you don't know it clearly. You're doing your best to guess, like, and I feel bad if you have to wait for the clue that says, the people from this country are Polish, to get the point. So, once people start getting it, like, I always let the first 4 or 5 teams get it organically. 4 or 5 is probably a high number, 2 or 3. And then, as that continues, I'll be more generous with hints to the other teams, as long as there is still a difference between the teams that really got it themselves and the other ones, because it's just... Plus, it takes up time in the night. You don't want to have to go through it every single time. If everyone's got it by round 4, all the other rounds are quicker, which is nice. We're going to put ourselves between Warsaw and Lodz. Not bad. A little bit further down. I think we've got ourselves a bronze. Oh, maybe not. Some crazy highways here. Detour Tracon. Don't think Tracon was another language there. This reminds me of the roadways around LAX Airport, which is an ambitious guess to make so early. North exit terminals, but terminals suggest this is an airport. Energy Plaza. This is just what I remember around LAX being like, from both being there and watching videos of people there. I mean, there's probably a lot of airports like this in America. I just saw a bus. I think you do use a bus at LAX, Rental Car Center. Like, oh, that says DFW. Dallas? Fort Worth? No. That's different. I don't think it's LAX now, but I predicted it was an airport, which I'm happy with. Gates, parking, express, DFW, operated by Transportation Chicago, Illinois. Chicago. So it's an airport at Chicago. Where's Chicago Airport? Is it in the city? Is that it? No. I do not know where Chicago's airport is or what it's called. I mean, as much as I want to look around because I do like airports, I think my best bet is definitely to stare at the map until I find an airport, because that's by far going to be the best way to get good points here. It's just, where is it? Never been to Chicago. And I don't think any of the jet lags that I've watched. O'Hare International Airport. That sounds familiar. That says DFW, but like, look at that crazy spaghetti there. I'm just locking it in. Why the fuck did Dallas Fort Worth, which is what I said. Did I say Dallas Fort Worth out loud? I think I did. I hope I didn't just think it. I thought they were Dallas, so they're just so close that they have one airport. They share. Why was there a bus that said Chicago Transportation on it? What the hell? What was that bus thinking? Who painted that bus? I know buses can move, and we've talked about how... I need to unblur my camera before I complain. We've talked about how things like that can move. But a bus that says Chicago Department of Transport driving all the way to Texas doesn't seem to make sense to me. I thought a bus that said Chicago seemed like a pretty reliable bet. Oh well. Okay. Let me show you this song that Dale sent. Is it loud? It's not coming through my headphones at all. Oh. I'm just wearing my headphones, but I haven't turned them on. Okay, now they're on.
My son standing by
Is that coming through? Yeah. Listen.
Because Arsnickley is still showing as offline.
There. Because Arsnickley's still showing as offline.
Heart of mine. It's because Arsnickley is still showing as offline.
Fragile Heart of Mine.mp3. He must have edited that.
It's because Arsnickley is still showing as offline.
What? That's true, I haven't streamed in a long time, but to edit a song? Anyway, it's crazy. I don't know what that was. But as I was saying, that led to that whole detour thing. I think now that I've got a bit of free time, I might do some streaming again. I've just been really distracted by watching great TV shows. I've been rewatching Monk, which is an old detective show that I used to love as a kid. And turns out I still like it. It's really good. Okay, what do we have? Sully is a character from... It's the name of a movie too. No, is it called Sully, the movie? It is called Sully. Sully and Philadelphia are both names of movies. I think Splash is a movie and Red's a movie. That'll be really fucking ambitious. One away. I think it is movies, but I don't know which. Baltic is a area in Northern Europe, which we talk about a lot, Baltic soup. The boot of a car. Oh, you boot someone, you eject someone. You bounce someone? And you toss them? Nice. Okay. Earth, soil, ground, land. Okay. Sully, Philadelphia, Red. I did Splash last time. Big. Oh. No, they're not all Tom Hanks movies. Those three are Tom Hanks movies. It's Tom Hanks and Red. I don't think he was. What is he in then? Maybe it's Splash and Red was wrong. Tom Hanks movies! What's Splash? I knew I'd heard of it. I do not know what that is. Anyway. Philippe, Red, Black, Baltic. Seas. Oh, Red Sea, Black Sea, Philippine Sea, and Baltic Sea. Nice. That was a really good one. I'm very happy with how that went. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you all next time. And goodbye for now.